Senator and member of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator Marsha Blackburn, good morning to you, Senator. So, Democrats have unprecedented level of obstruction. Only time in modern history that not a single nominee has been confirmed by unanimous consent, or what they call basically a voice vote. Do you think that the Senate is going to end up having to change these procedures here in the coming days to get the president's nominees through?
You know, Mark, what Chuck Schumer did was declare the nuclear option. And what Republicans are saying, let's return to the way the Senate has worked for years in going through the process of advice and consent and confirming these nominees. And Senator Thune, as the majority leader, is absolutely correct in his assessment of the situation. We want to get President Trump's nominees confirmed and get them to work, putting in place the agenda the American people overwhelmingly voted for. Remember, he won the Electoral College and the popular vote. And the American people want to see action taken so that we get inflation down, so that we continue to secure this border, so that we are rebuilding our military, so that we are fighting crime in communities, areas where President Trump has done tremendous work. So going back to the process that worked for years, where many of these lower level nominees were confirmed by unanimous consent or voice vote, is exactly what we should do so that we get them through the process.
Yeah, great point. And Senator, as part of the Senate Judiciary Committee, I know you're holding a hearing this afternoon to explore allegations made by Meta whistleblowers on how the company allegedly buried info on child safety. It seems big tech should really learn to leave our kids alone. What can you share with us about this hearing today?
I am so looking forward, and we've worked really hard through the month of August to prepare for this hearing today. What we have is two whistleblowers that are going to be before us. They are going to discuss what happened with Meta and the research they have. You know, Charlotte, they know what they are doing to kids. And with this virtual reality, children are not able to distinguish between what is happening to their avatar and what is happening to them. And the physiological and psychological effects are the same. Meta knows this. Mark Zuckerberg knows this. The legal team at Meta is aware of this. And so we have this hearing. We will do it 2:30, and it is going to be quite a feisty hearing. We have good participation on this, but Meta should stop this. Mark Zuckerberg should call me, and he should explain himself. But what I do know is parents are so tired of these social media platforms using children as a product so that they can gather their data, and then the social media platforms profit off that data.
Wonder if they will be streaming that hearing on those two platforms. So, Senator, I'd like to shift gears a little bit. I got to ask you about this deadly stabbing in Charlotte, North Carolina. You called out correctly that this attack is the tragic consequence of soft on crime agendas. Police did their job arresting this perpetrator 14 separate times, yet judges let this criminal off the hook over and over again, until now an innocent woman was brutally and senselessly murdered. One of your Republican colleagues in the House, Randy Fine, has a bill. He wants to actually hold judges accountable if they let violent criminals out to commit more crimes. You're a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee. What do you think of that idea?
Well, I will point to two bills that I filed last week that deal with this issue of cashless bail. And it is these prosecutors and these judges who are soft on crime, local elected officials, and of course the governor of North Carolina in this instant, that have, along with the mayor, have promoted these soft on crime policies. And what one bill does is to end cashless bail in D.C. And we know that the president's crackdown on crime in D.C. has made a tremendous difference. The other bill, Mark, would restrict federal funding to these cities and states that are sanctuary cities or that do not enforce cash bail, letting these people, these repeat violent offenders, out of jail to go back on the street and to commit crime. Many times they are back on the street before the paperwork is finished by the arresting officer.
All right, Senator Marsha Blackburn,
Something
great to
needs
have
to be
you with
done.
us.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time this morning.
Thank you.